Hello, my name is Andy Pan. This summer, I've been working on the combustion of metals as a clean alternative fuel. The climate change crisis poses an urgent need for clean energy carriers, and powdered metals could be a great candidate since they are easy to store, carbon-free, recyclable, and high in energy density. We can burn metals to produce electricity, power heavy machinery, and even fuel our rockets in space. So how exactly does metal powder burn? Well, since metal particles are much smaller than the distance between them, their combustion is limited by interparticle diffusion and constitutes the discrete regime of combustion. So what are the propagation limits for discrete combustion? What happens at these limits? And how can we stabilize discrete metal flames for practical applications? To address these fundamental problems, we'll compare our recent 2D simulations with our previous experiments in microgravity. To save on computational time in our recent model, we used the finite element method to divide the flame front into rectangular meshes, compute the temperatures of unburned particles in those meshes, and predict the advancement of the front at each time step. This model can accommodate both instantaneous and slower heat releases of metal particles. We observed rough fractal structured flame fronts traveling in the axial direction at high particle concentrations. Conversely, at low concentrations, the flame appeared to be smoothened out by diffusion and travel more in the lateral direction. Near the fuel-in propagation limit, we also observed particle counting curves that are self-similar on multiple scales. During our microgravity experiments aboard sounding rockets, we also observed the fractal flame structure at high concentrations and the lateral propagation at low concentrations, which were consistent to what our model predicted. Although in practice, metal powder doesn't burn like in microgravity, our ground-based experiments also showed the discrete effects of metal combustion, and microgravity helped amplify the discrete effects and better study their physics. The modeled and observed front structures suggest percolation-like flame behaviors similar to the spread of microbes and forest fires, which are particularly interesting to theoretical physicists. Also, we can use the propagation limit to figure out the concentration range for safe and efficient metal burners. In the future, we'll be extending our simulations and experiments to 3D, and hopefully with the ongoing studies, we can move one step closer to using metals as a clean energy carrier on Earth and a sustainable propellant in space. Thank you.